All right, hey yo, we back. Opinionated Faxx. Mr. Soul Toast with me right now, and myself, Hollywood. So right now we're gonna cover one of the better parts of the NBA to me. I think it's the most exciting part to watch. A lot of people have been getting their ankles broken this season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. Sometimes there's a little push off, but still, mofos are sliding. They're doing the splits. They just getting fucked up. So
Right.
it spurred a conversation, man. Who are your top ball handlers in the league? Now, we have a lot of ball handlers come through the league. Currently, you're looking at a couple players, especially in this up-and-coming class. John Morant is going to be a serious ankle breaker probably in the future.
Right.
We're looking at all-time in the NBA. All right? So, it's a lot to choose from. So I'm going to ask you right now, bro, give me your top 5 ball handlers to ever grace the NBA court.
All right. Top 5 ball handlers. A little harder to do than top 5 shooters all time. Not gonna get into it. Harder to do. I'm gonna start off with a couple honorable mentions because I'm 30, ain't seen everything. So Tim Hardaway, I heard he was great at ball handling. I watched some of his videos. Dude looked magnificent with the ball in his hand, with the basketball in his hand.
Yeah.
Also got to mention Isaiah Thomas. I think he was a little before his time with really about everything a point guard did. He did it all. He had ball handling skills, scoring, passing, everything. So I just had to give a shout out to them two. My top 5. Also, I didn't see him play, but I always hear about him when it comes to ball handling. It's Pistol Pete Maverick. His life ended earlier than anyone expected, but I seen videos of him teaching people how to do tricks with the basketball on the basketball court. So he's number 5 for me. This next one, Mike, I don't know. Steph, I got to put him up there. He's not just a pure shooter. He can do a lot with the ball. He doesn't always cross a lot of people up, but it's more fluid with him. It's not necessarily to cross people up. It's just to make space, just enough space so he can jump up and drain the 3. So number 4 is Steph for me. Number 3 is Jamal Crawford. I don't even know if he's still in the league. I think he kind of is, but dude is nasty. He's always been nasty coming off the bench, scoring. He's a scoring and ball handling threat. He reminds me of And1. Dude was nasty, and he still is if he's still in the league.
That's a fact.
Speaking of And1, I got to toss in Jason Williams, White Chocolate, number 2 for me. Because he was doing And1 stuff in the NBA. Shaq always talks highly of him because he never had to ask for the ball. The ball was always there when Shaq wanted it, when they played together with the Heat. People always give him props. He got the elbow pass, go behind the back. Stuff was nasty. He got white chocolate written on his knuckles. Dude is nasty. He's one of my favorite point guards player to watch. Finally got a ring, but he's not a Hall of Famer or anything. But if you know the NBA, you know basketball, you know Jason Williams. And number 1, gotta talk about him. There he is over there, Afro 9, Uncle Drew. Ooh. Dude is nasty. His skill set is amazing offensively. He can do it all to me, especially the ball handling skills, crossing people up, making people fall. It's great to watch. Some of the stuff he says be off the wall, but it's okay because his skill, you can't deny the man's skills. I may not currently like the Nets because of just the way the team's constructed. It feels weird to me, but I got to give props for props due. The team looks great when healthy. Kyrie's great, ball handling skills. He's number 1 all time for me. I think if he's top 5, you don't watch basketball.
You're right. So, one name you didn't mention that I'm a little kind of like, what the fuck? You didn't mention his name.
AI?
Of course.
Yeah. I realized that when I was saying the list. I didn't
like G.
My bad.
Yeah, I can't get no love.
I take Steph out and put AI in.
There you go.
I apologize. My bad.
All right. That's a good list, man. Even Jason Williams, like I forgot all about Jason Williams. Honestly, like the dude was like magic on the court when he was coming down. He wasn't the greatest player, like you said. He's not an all star. I take that, not a Hall of Famer. But he did get a ring at the end of his career. But when he was with Sacramento, man, he was crazy. He was crazy. So you got your list right there. I'm gonna do mine real quick, right? So you know what I mean. So at 5, I have Steph Curry. He's number 5 on my list. But like you said, he doesn't do it to really try to break ankles. He does it for his setup. Like that's how he sets himself up. He'll do some crazy stuff. I think it was against Deladova. I think he had like a double behind the back. You know what? And like one of the best moves I do on the court came from Steph Curry. He'll go between the legs and bring the ball behind his back on the other side and come back. That was like the coldest move. But when he crossed up Delhi like that, I was like, shit. Man.
Yeah, he had to get him back.
Exactly. And the one crossover he did on Chris Paul, it wasn't that great to me. But the one where he went to basically through a double team behind the back, came back, shot a 3.
Right.
His setup dribble is just amazing. All right. So I got to give that to him. At number 4, I have Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
And like you saying he was before his time. He was. If Isaiah was in this league right now, prime Isaiah, he'd be crossing motherfuckers up like left and right. You know what I mean? Absolutely. He'd be crossing them up. So to do that in the league that he was in when it was a little more physical, oh yeah, I'm with it. I can definitely fuck with it. All right. At number 3, I got Mr. Jamal Crawford himself. You know what I mean? You know you legit when they have a layup package for you on 2K, right? And he'll just he'll just bounce, come back and back inside. Like his crossover was so smooth. J crossover, man. Like the dude was just killing it every single time he was on the fucking court. So I give it to him. I wish he was still in the lead right now. I was hoping Brooklyn would have took him, have a little score off the bench. Even at 40 years old, he can still ball.
Damn, 40.
Yeah, he's about 40. All right. So number 2, you might disagree with it, but I watched this man since he came into the league. He doesn't get enough respect because you did not mention his name, Allen Iverson.
Oh, right.
He doesn't get his respect.
Right.
Allen Iverson.
I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
Allen Iverson. There's no discussion needs to be made on Allen Iverson. He's a Hall of Famer. He changed the game. Look, he was a 6 foot tall 2 guard. The man was legit. All right. And especially when it came to crossing over people. Cross over Michael Jordan. That's always going to be on his top highlight. Like, look.
Yeah, man, as a rookie, right?
As a rookie. But my favorite crossover by him, I wish we could have this playing in the background right now, is when he crossed over Antonio Daniels twice.
Oh, yeah.
He crossed him over one time. His hand was on the ground. Then he came back and crossed him up again. Made him fall.
They say he's still down there.
Yeah, he's still down there. Allen Iverson was just so cold, man. He was one of the coldest. Even the little step back on Ty Lue. He was one of the coldest to do it at 6 feet tall at that. So you got to give that man credit right there. And number 1, I don't think it's any confusion who I'm about to choose on this. That is Mr. Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving. Look, for any player, they've always put him together with Allen Iverson.
Right.
That these two are basically, he's like the version of Allen Iverson, just a better scorer, in my opinion. This is why I like him and Allen Iverson both mentioned in the conversation. At their height, I think a lot of people forget that Kyrie is only 6'2". At their height, they are the most fearless players I've ever seen. Kyrie will drive. I'm sorry, man. At 6'2" and 6 feet tall, Kyrie will drive to the rim. He's the best finisher in the league. Left hand.
I get it.
He just did a play the other day against Giannis at 6'11", damn near 7 feet tall. He fucking crossed him up, came back, and did a left-hand floater over Giannis to beat the buzzer. Kyrie is one of the most gifted players to finish at the rim in the league. Probably the most gifted player to finish at the league's ever seen. Allen Iverson, the same way. He got a steal, ran down the court and laid it in before the buzzer button. You don't remember that one?
No, look, when I think of AI and all his toughness and everything that he was, Kyrie don't pop up to me. Not first anyway. I say Russell Westbrook
Oh
is more
no,
AI than Kyrie.
I can't give it to Russell.
He brings it every game. You may say it's stat pattern, but they said the same thing about Big O when Big O was doing it. Oh, he got all these stats, but he ain't
No,
winning. They said the same thing.
this is
I'm
my
not
thing with
worried
Russell
about it.
Westbrook. And I know you basically just said it. He just doesn't seem like a winner to me, man. He doesn't. It's like he's really after his stats and his accolades when his teammates are basically getting out of the way to let him grab the rebound. It's not like he's working for all this stuff. His teammates
Oh,
are giving it to him.
oh, I don't
So
agree with that at all. His
did you
teammates
not
don't even say that.
did you not see the play? It's plenty of plays. When he's playing Oklahoma City, Steven Adams is on the team. He moved out the way to let Russell get the rebound.
I seen Carmelo do the same thing. Carmelo shoot people out the way. I seen other players do that. Look,
They
when
did it a lot with Russell Westbrook. They did it a lot.
sometimes you just don't have faith in
I'm
your.
gonna give Mans his credit though. He is a legit baller. But you can't be out here just worried about these accolades, man. I know he'd be thinking about it. And to say he's not, that'd be a damn lie. He needs to worry about winning. Winning, winning, winning. What seed are they now? What position are they in the league right now?
He's on a brand new team. He's got Bradley Beal and no one else.
He had James Harden last year. And we can't disrespect James Harden because he played with Brooklyn without two stars and he was balling. Balling.
Yeah, like James Harden. Look, James Harden is on way than Russell Westbrook. I think you can put James Harden on any team and he can fit a mold. You need me to do this? Okay. Russell Westbrook is more of a I need to play at this level and do all the stuff to get us the best chance to win. And when he gets a triple double, the win percentage is like 75%. It's not like he's losing these games. It's just that
What? Hold up.
you can look it up. You can look, he's got 180 of them. Look at his wins and losses. It's like 132 wins to 40 something losses. They win a ton of games when he gets them triple doubles. And a lot of times he's had to do that before. When it was just him in OKC and when he won the MVP and Steven Adams, he had to be that guy for a while. So this year,
Just can't.
they're trying to figure it out in Washington. They figured it out in Washington. It took longer.
The 10th seed.
They're winning games now. They struggled in the beginning.
They're not even at 500.
Okay, I'll say this. They're the 10th seed, yeah. The Hornets are the 8th seed right now. I'm a Hornets fan. I'm not picking the Hornets over Washington. I'm sorry. Teams are getting better towards the end, and I think Washington, Bradley Beal, and Russell Westbrook are starting to figure it out.
If they play, I'm only trusting Bradley Beal. I'm not trusting Russell Westbrook. I might look. Russell Westbrook had Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. Then he went from Paul George, Carmelo Anthony to him and James Harden. Now it's him and Bradley Beal. I just can't defend this man. He is a great player. Great player. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame player, most definitely. But the winning, man, it's just like, does he want it bad enough?
Look, KD had to join the Warriors to win. Kyrie won with LeBron. Harden hasn't won yet. Paul George don't show up in the playoffs. Carmelo hasn't won. So I don't get that.
I need to clean this up now. LeBron won with Kyrie. Let's fix that. All right. I be getting tired of that. Cause look, man, if Kyrie doesn't drop, Kyrie outscored LeBron in game 3 of that series. You know what I mean? If Kyrie doesn't, they lost that game because LeBron didn't score. Look at this. Look, if Kyrie didn't score 40 points along with LeBron in that game 4, game 5, we be having a different conversation. If Kyrie doesn't hit that game-winning shot in game 7, we be having a different conversation right now. So both of them needed each other. They needed each other.
Absolutely, they did.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like Kyrie only got that win because of LeBron. LeBron probably only got that win because of Kyrie. Let's be real. Because when you trust in Kevin Love, hell no.
Look, I'm not going to say what happens to certain players when you join LeBron. You may throw away your Hall of Fame career once you start playing with LeBron. I'm just saying Chris Bosh should have got because I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying it takes a lot to win. I
Yeah.
think Westbrook will win down the road, but he needs an all-star cast. That's just kind of how it is. I mean, if he were on the Lakers, I think he could get a ring. But
Well, tell me
he,
this. Tell me this now. On that Rockets team, was Clint Capella still on that team? I can't remember.
I think so. I think it was Clint, Westbrook, and Harden.
And
No,
PG,
was that with CP3? That
mm,
was with CP3, wasn't
Clint
it?
Capella got traded, but I think he got traded after CP3. I just can't remember, but I think he
I
got
think
traded
so. Yeah,
after
I think.
CP3.
Yeah, I think they had Clint, Westbrook, and Harden. I don't know if they had them for a whole season.
No, I don't. It wasn't for a whole season for sure.
Yeah, but
But look, Russ had that team. Clint Capella was an All Star, if I'm not mistaken. Was he an All Star that year?
yeah,
Well, look, he had the team. He had it was a good squad. You had two All Stars on the team with one bona fide superstar, and Russell Westbrook was a superstar in his own right. I see what I mean. Like, I can't do it.
look, you're saying the same stuff you could say with a lot of great players. Look at Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, man.
Chris Paul
Chris
is
Paul would have a ring. The NBA didn't fuck up that trade.
yes, blame David Stern, God rest his soul,
You know,
but he screwed that man over. But
we
still,
missed out on some good basketball, David Stern. Respect to you, but we missed out on some good basketball, man. Like, damn.
I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of players that they just don't win. I mean, Shaq reminds Charles of them. They're on the show together. I mean, that's just how it is. And yeah, he may be going after stats, but I think a lot of players do. You got to show that I'm doing something. I'm showing you that I'm willing to put it all on the line to win.
And tell
Like,
you what, this is why I like Anthony Edwards. I'm so high on this man. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is why I like him, and I kind of dislike LaMelo Ball. Because LaMelo is a great player, 6'8". You know, I mean, he's gonna end up being an all-star later on in his career. I don't think he'll be an MVP. But Anthony Edwards, that boy is just trying to ball, point blank, period. That's all he's doing. He's trying to ball. LaMelo, he's trying to get some, he wants to be Bleacher Report's favorite child. You know what I mean? He just
you
want to go.
can't blame LaMelo Ball for Bleacher. Come on, man.
LaMelo Ball can get by with just throwing a regular damn pass, but he just gotta come on, man. Go win these games, right? Like stop trying to show off.
Yeah,
Like,
they're winning games.
it's like he wants to get triple doubles too. He hasn't gotten like that, but he's trying to.
He,
That's his game plan. Anthony Edwards, that boy just goes out there and balls. Point blank period. He just goes and balls. He just wants to. He reminds me of the old league, man. I don't know why. He's hungry. He's heard it all. He's hungry.
look, I like them both. I don't gotta hate on anyone. I like them both. I like LaMelo. I like Anthony Edwards. I especially like Anthony Edwards' attitude. I really do. It's very different from these NBA players nowadays. He just does whatever he wants and he's balling out. LaMelo's is on a team where no one has a role. I don't even know the coach name. He came from the Spurs. Every night it's someone different. No one has an established role on the Hornets. It might be Terry Rozier one game. It might be Devontae Graham, PJ Washington. I don't even know half of these people. It's
Y'all just have a
just go out
collective
and
group
play
of
and see what happens. In
y'all just have a
Minnesota,
collective group of people.
there's at least assigned roles. You got Cat, you got Andrew Wiggins. Like there's
Andrew Wiggins is
roles.
on that team.
He's not. I thought he was. I thought he went back. No,
He's Golden State.
D'Angelo. My bad, D'Angelo.
D'Angelo Russell.
I think it's different situation. I don't think Lamelo. Look, Lamelo, unless his dad is calling Bleacher Report saying, "Hey, do this," you gotta understand. It's the Hornets, and it just doesn't happen. Like Kimba, that was nice to see, but then before that, the only reason the Hornets got coverage was because Bob Johnson named the team after him.
I was so disappointed y'all with that. Kimba was a good player for y'all. Y'all just didn't have no other team. No other teammates around it. I think he's the best
Yep.
teammate his whole entire time there that he was there was Al Jefferson for the years y'all had him. That was
Yeah,
his best teammate. That was his best second role player with him. That was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Other than that, y'all really didn't build around team.
I completely agree, and that has to do with the GM they had at the time. Cho, they got Mitch Kupchak now. He seems to be putting things together, but there's no assigned roles on this team yet because, well, injuries is one thing. We got Gordon Hayward, paid him a lot of money, but he can't ever stay healthy. And then, like, out of the top 5 scorers, 3 of them are hurt. And then LaMelo Ball just came back.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll improve next year with the offseason and all that. But right now, he doesn't really have a role. So they're just trying to see if we let him be the guy on the team, will this work? And so far, when he's on the team and he's doing that role, it works. Just like, I'm not saying he's Zion,
Definitely
but
not.
when Stan say, look, Zion, how about you bring up the ball? We'll see how things it works. They're still tweaking it out.
Mhm.
But I like them both.
Having LaMelo Ball for y'all will be a good starting point. It's still a starting point. Terry Rozier still thinks he's the top 5 point guard in this league for some damn reason. He's not. You have good players. For example, Vernon Carey. I'm not just saying that because he went to Duke, but he was able to show out. He showed that he has an offense skill set that works with that offense.
Yeah.
You guys aren't building really. You got a undersized 4 in PJ Washington. If you still got Cody Zeller on the team.
You got an undersized 4 and an unskilled 5.
Exactly. You got Caleb Martin and his brother on the team. Like, Jesus.
That's just a gimmick.
Like,
That's
come
all
on.
that is.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Like,
what did they do well? And Malik Monk, y'all should have been traded him.
he can score off the bench.
He can score off the bench, but he hasn't been doing much over the years he's been there.
No, he hasn't. He's been trade bait a lot, but no one wanted to make. I don't know what they're asking for him. But Devontae Graham is also good off the bench. He can hit the 3 anywhere.
Mhm.
They have good. It's a team of role players. There's no one great player on it, and they're hoping LaMelo Ball is it. That's why it's looking like he's getting out because they're really hoping that he's the guy because everyone else on that team is just good. There's no one great. Cat is great.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards was like he might be great. D'Angelo Russell is good. Everyone on the Hornets is just good. Like Zeller should be like your third big, or at least coming off the big. Bismack Biyombo, come on, man.
And honestly, man, if you're looking at Timberwolves, you put Timberwolves in the East, they're probably the AC right now.
They should be. I don't understand why they're not doing better.
Yeah,
I can't blame that on the West.
They are in the West. I mean, Steph Curry and those Warriors have been making a run. You still got the Trailblazers, the Lakers, Clippers, the Mavericks. Like, you got teams over there that are making runs and stuff like that. So I can understand why they're playing at the level they are right now in the West. But let's not sleep on that team. I think they're one piece away, just one piece away from
I don't
being.
know, man. Minnesota's been like KG was it. Ever since then, it just hasn't meshed together.
KG was it. And this is why I think, I'm gonna say this right now, we're gonna end this segment. But the Timberwolves, I think they will really benefit and get a lot of capital to work on building the team over again. Because right now it's not built to win.
No.
Point blank period. So instead of wasting the career of one of your bona fide all-stars, trade him. Trade him right now. Get some capital for him. Cat. Like, that's what I would do. Because Cat's gonna want to go anyway at some point because they're not winning. He's gonna want to go. So I say trade him. Go ahead and trade him. Get something back for him. Get some picks. Build that team up around Anthony Edwards. Like Cat. They've been trying to build a team around Cat for a while too.
Well, if they can't do it with Cat, what makes you think they could do with Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, it's not what I'm saying. Like doing it with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a guard, of course. And he can basically do more slashing and get into the rim than Cat can. But Cat is a definitely great post scorer. He can shoot a 3 every now and then. But if you're looking at the team as a whole, Cat's been there probably the longest out of most everybody there. It's time to build that team up, but they haven't been able to do it. I mean, you had Jimmy Butler, you had Andrew Wiggins, you had Zach LaVine. What plays have they not had, and they're still not getting over the hump?
I mean, yeah, I get that, but
I just won't waste. I wouldn't waste Carl Anthony Towns' career.
right.
I mean, because it's just let the man go, trade him, and try to build that team up some other way. All right, but you,
I, I get what
Cats,
you're saying, but that seems like a step backwards to me.
it is a step backwards. It is a
Like a
step
huge
backwards.
step, because I don't know.
It's a step backwards, but it's what they need to do. They got to rebuild their team again because it's not there. It's not built to win. Yeah, like I said, you had Cat, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, on Zach Levine. You had all those players on one team. I think Zach Levine was still on the team at the time. Cannot remember right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But you had those players all on one team. Zach Levine is thriving in Chicago. Thriving. Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler. So that's going to happen.
Right.
Andrew Wiggins is playing with Golden State, and he's about to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? So look at this. Everyone else is succeeding.
I don't know. I think it's all about how you mesh it together. Like if they still need to find a scheme that works. Like Jimmy Butler needs a specific scheme to work, and the way they do things in Miami just work for him. Andrew Wiggins is even though it's not there, he's still playing as a fourth banana. Like it's just how it is. And Zach Levine, who else is going to do anything in Chicago?
They got Nikola Vucevic now, so hey,
yeah, they do. I think next year if they keep that core, Chicago's going to be way better. I just think they got them too late in the season, but I think
this is what
I want to see these small market teams work.
This is a trade I want to see happen. Trade Cat to the San Antonio Spurs. Popovich will make him so goddamn legit.
Yes.
That's the trade I want to happen.
Yes. I would love to see that.
There you go. There you go. And San Antonio, they would give up picks for him, and they have some trade bait, I guess.
Okay. See, now I'm with you. Now I'm with you. I like it when Pop's in there. I don't like seeing them at the 10th seed. I like to see the Spurs. Ooh, Carl Anthony Towns with Pop. If he listens. I don't know if Cat is the type to.
You got to look at this too now. You got Pop, but who else is on that coaching staff? The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Timmy Duncan himself.
That's right.
There you go. If anything, Cat would benefit from that so much in his career, he would probably retire as a Spur. Yeah. If they were to make that trade for him, that'd be so cool.
I'd love to see that.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want them to waste his career in Minnesota. They almost wasted PG career in Minnesota until he went to Boston. See what I mean?
I mean, I get it, but I also want to see these small market teams make it. Like, I just don't want to keep seeing the same teams. I mean, I know Brooklyn is in New York, but they're not the Knicks, even, but so that's why I'm like, okay, I may not like the situation. I still want to see Brooklyn do it because you just don't see that.
Exactly.
And when Michael Jordan brought up Chicago or Pop, Tim, and all them with the Spurs, I want to see these small teams come up and stay established, like Golden State now, But I do like that trade.
See?
I do like that trade.
And he put me on fucking the scouting report and everything. I made that trade so quick. Like, look, we'll give y'all everybody.
Right? Yeah.
What big man you want? You can have him. And they already lost to Marcus Aldridge. He's out with his heart condition.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Pop has always had a good big man somewhere.
Yeah.
Why not get Cat?
Man, I really like that. I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have too much to say. I ain't gonna
play with it. Pop, if you're watching this, man, trade.
I need to make that happen. Don't waste that man's career in Minnesota. What are you doing? Look, just trade that man. Let Anthony build around him. I'm just saying.
Look, you can find a big man. You can find one that at least can be a good role player defensively. And get a four that can score. That's it.
I don't know. Charlotte been looking for one for a while. Well, you know what? They found him, but they just don't want to come there.
There you go. Y'all
That's all
have
that
it,
is.
but y'all ain't trying to play them.
Yeah.
All right. That's how we're going to end this segment with the top 5 ball handlers in NBA history. It was a good one. Hey, before we end this segment, sir, a bit off topic. What's going on?
What is going on with a bit off topic? That's a good question. Look, there's things going on. We're going to get back into it. Shows like The Invincible just ended. Mortal Kombat came out. We did a review about that. There's some more movies coming out. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of different things. Star Wars has a new show on Disney Plus. Loki's got a show coming out next month. So in between all that, we're gonna be coming up with a little more all interesting topics, not necessarily just reviewing the shows, but just things to throw out there and see how y'all enjoy what we're talking about. Me and Cigar Loving Mac. So stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming out.
All right, yes, sir. And like we always say in every show, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Opinionated Faxx, also on Twitter at Opinionated Faxx. And then also, again, the music on here is from my boy KB on the track YFG. His shit is hot. We got some new tracks coming from him, so be on the lookout. So with that all being done, Soul Toes, Hollywood. We see y'all later.